Restart now? Oh, no.
I ain't gonna touch it.
Do me a favor.
Don't restart.
Personal
Let's
favor.
restart.
The computer wants to restart.
This one or the other?
That one.
Just, why would I do that to
Because
myself?
this doesn't help.
Always ask you, no matter
That's what
what.
they all say. That's all I've been tricked into this.
I'm not tripping.
Anytime they give me a
Why,
It was delicious.
why would I push them to trick me?
I don't like this fun.
Coffee drinkers don't.
I have got a video I want to show you guys later.
Okay.
It is a funny video.
Okay.
It no longer asks you, it
Well,
just
then
does it.
you should
Always
taste
need
this
some
for
fun. Okay.
It's just like my wife. She never tried anything to say, oh, I don't like it. Really? You had it?
Okay, everybody ready?
Which one of these things?
It's 7 o'clock. We do have a quorum. We'll go ahead and call city council meeting to order. First items on the agenda is the invocation given by Deputy Mayor Pro Tem Vaughn and then the pledge to both the American and Texas flags by Mayor Pro Tem Durham.
Will you all stand and join me in a moment of silence? Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Under the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Can't pledge allegiance to both.
Thank you.
Prove that in Civil War.
Item C is a public hearing, consideration of Louisville juvenile curfew ordinance and consideration of a resolution to continue the current ordinance. This is the second public hearing being held in accordance with provisions of the Local Government Code Section 370.002 in order to allow public input regarding the city's juvenile curfew ordinance adopted September 12, 1942. The City Council may abolish, continue, or modify the ordinance. Excuse me. Recommendation is the City Council conduct the second public hearing and approve a resolution to continue the current city curfew ordinance. I do not have any cards filled out. So I'd entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
Move to close
So
the public
moved.
hearing.
Have a motion to close the public hearing by Councilman Ferguson,
Second.
second by Councilman Grena. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Counselor? You don't have to read that
No,
again?
she does, it's a resolution.
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand you. Councilman Ferguson? You have a motion?
Move to approve.
Have a motion by Councilman Ferguson to approve the resolution.
Second.
A second by Councilman Grena. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next item is the Visitor Citizen Forum. At this time, any person with business before the council not scheduled on the agenda may speak to the council. No formal action can be taken on these items at this meeting. First, do have some cards filled out. Here is James Collier. Mr. Collier, if you would just give your name and address for the record, please, sir.
Okay, my name is James Collier. I live at 1020 Cassian Drive in Louisville. I have been a resident and homeowner here in Louisville for over 26 years. Recently, I applied for various advisory boards, made several choices. The application requires it. I was told I would be called and interviewed. Near the end of the week, a couple of weeks ago, I received a call from Councilman John Garina.
It's me.
He stated he was verifying if applicants for the various volunteer boards were still available. I told him I certainly was. He mentioned a possible vacancy on the Animal Services Board. was coming up, and would I be interested? I said yes, and I was also willing to serve on Parks and Recreation and the Planning and Zoning Board. I'm retired now and not happy with idleness. I'd like to make a positive contribution. I then remarked to Councilman Garina that I was very happy with the city of Louisville's fiscal policies and wanted to be part of it. The use of tax money for infrastructure is extremely efficient, and I compared it to the opposite, which was Louisville Independent School District's use of our bond money to build stadiums and field houses. Mr. Garina said, yes, the bond issues were certainly misused, and he wasn't in favor of any bond issue.
I'd like to clarify.
Let's let him speak, please. This is not an argument session.
I then raised the recent council approval of the street and sidewalk improvement bond, and I said that that was very beneficial. They're working through our subdivision right now, and we've got a lot of cracks and so forth that they're making right. He said he voted for it because he knew he couldn't defeat it.
Again, not accurate.
Mr. Garina then said the issues with LISD's budget could be solved if they could get rid of all of the children of illegal immigrants. That would also solve the overcrowding problem at Louisville High School. And getting rid of the illegal immigrants in Louisville would solve many other problems in Louisville. I did not want to pursue these actions. Whether I agree or not, I just didn't feel comfortable discussing this when I was being interviewed for a position.
We were already done with that part.
I then,
Excuse me, Councilor Green, I'll ask you again.
All right.
He has the floor, sir. I'll ask you to be courteous and kind and let him speak without interruption. Go ahead, sir. I apologize for the interruption.
several days later, I received a call from Mayor Ukert. He said he was interviewing for a possible vacancy and on the Animal Services Board and wanted to know if I was still willing to serve. I said yes. The mayor then asked me what kind of experience I had with animal services issues. I replied, I volunteered at Operation Kindness in Carrollton for several years and was very familiar with animal adoption procedures. And I'm real handy with cleaning kennels and that sort of thing, which is what I did for quite a while there. And I know the burdens of taking care of large numbers of animals. And I wanted to serve on the board and make a contribution. My conclusion is I just felt my political beliefs were being tested in the first interview with Councilman Garina. I don't see where that has a place for volunteerism, and I found it objectionable. The mayor's interview was to the point, and it was relevant to what I was trying to apply for. I don't think politics should be a deciding issue in any municipal venue, and I don't think Louisville is well served if ideology is the test rather than pragmatism, which is the way our city is governed right now, and I want it to stay that way. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
May I address that?
Sure.
I probably should have hung up after the interview and called back for a different topic, but to me, there were two different things, but it was convenient. I don't think that was all accurate on the recount, but I'm not going to argue the point. That's his word against mine. No one else was listening. But I would have recommended him for the animal, and that was the Animal Control Board. And that was a call I made before we had the split, because at first I thought we were doing it for that night.
No, on the agenda, it stated that we would be splitting up into teams and interviewing the people on the agenda was what the
Yeah, after I-
agenda called for when we got the agenda. But anyway, Mr. Collier, I apologize for you having felt that way. I hope no citizen, I want every citizen to understand that politics have no place in people who choose to donate their time and serve on boards and commissions here in this city. Your personal beliefs as far as to which political party you choose to support or other issues should have no direct results in whether or not you are qualified to serve on these boards and commissions we report. We certainly do appreciate everyone that does do it, and hopefully we will in the future continue to ask direct questions that pertain to the position that you're applying for instead of getting off onto other issues which are not the intent of what the phone call is for. But I do apologize for that and anyone else that was felt that way any other time.
I apologize
Thank
to you
you,
too, sir. I didn't mean to make you feel that way.
Next, I have Tracy Daniels. Mr. Daniels, if you'll just give your name and address for the record, please, sir.
My name is Tracy Daniels. I live at 625 East Vista Ridge Mall Drive, apartment 1217. I want to speak today in opposition of the smoking ban. I just heard you guys talking about it back at the workshop a few moments ago. One thing I find troubling is throughout all the whole time I heard you guys talking about it is not once did I hear the mention of private property rights or private ownership over businesses. I understand health concerns and certain things like that, but there's many places in Louisville which are non-smoking already because the owners have decided to sit there and say what owners can do, which is 100% legal activity such as smoking, can do on their property, I find to be not in the best interest of the people. Deep Ellum, for example, is just now starting to recuperate after their smoking ban there in Dallas. It's taken a big toll on them. Plano has found that it's taken them 2 years to get back to the same revenue when they were smoking, and that's a city like Plano. So I just hope that you guys keep in mind, whenever you guys do this, the idea of private property rights. And then I also hope that if you guys do decide to move forward with the smoking ban, that you at least bring it to a vote of the people, as opposed to just decreeing that that is so. I have no other statements.
Thank you. Tom Buchanan. Mr. McKinney, if you'd just give your name and address for the record, please, sir.
Tom McKinnon, I live at 2010 Warrior Drive here in Louisville. Mr. Daniels stole my thunder completely, but I'm going to go ahead and repeat it. I definitely think that a smoking ban in this city is an overreach by the city council. I think it's definitely a personal property and personal responsibility issue. If a particular business owner wants to ban smoking or allow smoking, that ought to be his right, just like it's the right of customers and employees to either go to that establishment or work there. So I think you guys are overreaching, and if in fact you do want to bring it forward, you need to do it and let the people vote on it and not make the decision in camera like you guys have been doing. Thank you.
Thank you. Next item is the consent agenda. All of the following items on the consent agenda are considered to be self-explanatory by the council and will be enacted with one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a council member or citizen so requests. For a citizen to request removal of an item, a speaker card must be filled out and submitted to the city secretary. I did not have any cards filled out, and no one asked to have anything moved. Councilman Vaughn?
Mayor, I make a motion that we approve the consent agenda.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilman Vaughn to approve the consent agenda as printed, and a second by Councilman Grena. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next item is item number 5, is consideration of a variance to Louisville City Code, Article 8, off-street parking for temporary event parking located at the southeast corner of FM 3040 and Duncan Lane as requested by the town of Flower Mound. The town of Flower Mound is hosting an event titled Independence Festival on July 4, 2012. The event will be held at Bakersfield Park in Flower Mound. A variance is being requested to allow a temporary grass parking lot located in the city of Louisville on property owned by the Louisville Independent School District. The proposed parking area is located south of Harmon High School at the southeast corner of FM 3040 and Duncan Lane. Staff has met with representatives of the town of Flower Mound and is in support of this request. A similar variance was granted by the City Council on April 6, 2009 for the Wild About Flower Mound event. Recommendation is that council approve the requested variance as set forth in the caption above. Councilman Durrell?
Mayor, I move to approve this and wish them success in their event.
Second.
Have a motion to approve by Councilman Durham, a second by Councilman Ferguson. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion, I'm sorry, I did have Chuck Jennings here, was here in support, and was here to answer any questions, but there were none, so. It was approved. I'm sorry, sir, I forgot, should have recognized that beforehand. We took the vote. Motion carried. Thank you. Next item is item 6, consideration of 3 variances to the Louisville City Code, Chapter 6, Land Development Regulations for proposed development associated with Louisville High School located at 1098 West Main Street as requested by Michael Glenn of Glenn Engineering, Inc., representing the owner. On July 19, 2010, City Council approved 3 variances to waive current landscape requirements in favor of an alternative landscape plan. B, to waive the current screening wall requirements along certain properties of the property, and C, to allow a reduced number of required parking spaces for the stadium. The Louisville Independent School District has decided to demolish the remaining older existing portion of Louisville High School Stuver Auditorium to include construction of a new auditorium. The changes to the site require a new engineering site plan with associated variances. The engineering site plan has been submitted for city staff to review, which contains the same 3 variances that have been approved on past engineering site plans. Recommendation is the City Council approve the requested variances as set forth in the caption above. Council, and I do have a card here filled out by Robert Holman. Here to support and here to answer any questions if you have on this particular item. Is that right, Mr. Holman? That's what I thought. Councilman Grena?
Move to approve as stated.
Second.
We have a motion by Councilman Grena to approve, a second by Councilman Gilmore. Was it? Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Good luck. It's looking good. Get it finished. Item 7 is consideration of 2 variances to the Louisville City Code, Section 54, regarding engineering site plans, and Section 6-54, Section 107, temporary structures and uses regarding a temporary sales office for 18 months for the Tree Frog Swing Set Factory located at 2556 South Stemmons, as requested by Arthur James, the property owner. The owner is requesting to waive the required engineering site plan and allow the use of temporary sales office due to the acquisition of additional TxDOT right-of-way along the frontage of this property. Did y'all hear that? TxDOT right-of-way for I-35. The current building at this location is being removed. Thus, the Tree Frog Swing Set Factory would like to stay at this location until such time relocation can take place. The request is for 18 months. Staff has reviewed the request and is in support of the request. Recommendation is council approve the variances as set forth in the above caption. I do have John Pennington and Arthur James here. They are in support, and they will answer any questions if you have any. Councilman Gilmore?
Move to approve as written.
Second.
Have a motion by Councilman Gilmore to approve, a second by Councilman Grena. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Mayor, can you read that one more time?
I'm sorry?
The acquisition part. The
Oh,
acquisition.
Yes, I'm glad you brought that up. Yes, that is actually acquisition for the development of Interstate I-35 by TxDOT. Is that what you referred to?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to hear that again. Thanks.
We're glad this is finally
Still no
starting to come to
completion.
fruition here.
Yeah, there is no completion date.
Yeah, it's only been 4 years.
12 to 18 years.
Hasn't really started, has it?
Got to start somewhere.
Thank God for small miracles sometimes. Item 8 is consideration of variances to the Louisville City Code, Section 11-14, signs on public property, Section 2-201 approval of waiver of fees in the amount of $120, and Administrative Policy 4.1.1, approval of temporary alcohol consumption on public property during the Texas Firefighter Summer Games. Louisville will host the Texas Firefighter Summer Games on July 15th through the 20th, 2012. Staff seeks the following variances. A, placement of directional signs in the city right-of-ways before and during the event. B, temporary approval of alcohol consumption in Toyota Louisville Railroad Park, Lake Park Athletic Complex, Lake Park Disc Golf Area, and LL Woods Park Disc Golf Area during the summer games held at these locations. And C, waiver of fees for rental of athletic fields at Toyota Louisville Railroad Park from June 19th through July 14th for the Louisville Fire Department to practice in preparation of the summer games. They don't need to practice. They're going to win everything, but it's good to let them practice. And recommendation of staff is that council approve the variances as set forth in the caption above. Councilman Vaughn?
Mayor, I make a recommendation, a motion that we approve the variances as stated.
Second. Second.
We have a motion by Councilman Vaughn to approve the variances as stated, and a second by Councilman Ferguson. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Council, I'm going to clarify one item related to that motion. The recommendation as stated, I believe, is strictly for the variances, does not include the 3-year provision that was mentioned in the memo and talked about in the back. So I'm assuming that you want this to come back to us, or come back to you if it comes up in the future. I'm not sure. I think there was probably an omission on staff's part to not include that as part of the recommendation in the caption of the agenda item itself, but nonetheless, it wasn't there.
Right, it's not listed on the
Not part,
agenda.
yeah.
Right,
Okay.
okay. Any other discussion on that? Okay. Item 9 is consideration of variance of the Louisville City Code Section 2-201 fees related to animal adoption and registration fees, waiving said fees for new adoptions only for the period of June 30th, 2012 through July 31st, 2012. The grand opening for the new City of Louisville Animal Shelter and Adoption Facility is scheduled for Saturday, June 30th, 2012. In conjunction with this event and in an effort to increase adoptions of animals in need of a permanent home, staff is proposing to waive the related animal adoption and registrations fee for new adoptions only for the period of June 30th, 2012 to July 31st, 2012. That the City Council approve the variance as set forth in the caption above. Councilman Durham?
Mayor, if no discussion, I move to approve.
Second.
Have a motion by Councilman Durham to approve, a second by Councilman Grindle. Any discussion?
Just a quick comment. Super excited to see this animal center open, and I know the staff worked very hard this past weekend to get animals moved over to the new adoption center, so pat on the back to all the people that spent a long day getting those animals moved.
They did a wonderful job. I understand some people are just seeing animals in their dreams right now, but we appreciate all the hard work. Did we vote? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Consideration of a resolution in support, item 10, consideration of a resolution in support of a bid by Old Town Business Association and Louisville Convention and Visitors Bureau to host the annual conference of the Texas Downtown Association. The Old Town Business Association and Louisville Convention and Visitors Bureau are preparing a bid to host the Texas Downtown Association's annual conference in 2014 and 2015. Or 2015. This meeting would bring more than 250 visitors to Louisville. As part of the bid package, Texas Downtown Association requests a show of support for the conference from the City Council. The conference site for 2014 will be announced on July 30th. Recommendation that the council approve the proposed resolution as set forth in the caption above. Councilman Ferguson?
Yes, Mayor, this was something that I requested on the agenda, and first of all, I am really hopeful that we get this Downtown Association conference. It'll be a great thing to happen. A lot of people come to Louisville, maybe haven't seen it before. We'll get hotel stays off. It's just a super opportunity, and having the endorsement of the full council and the city, I think, is important to encourage that opportunity to come to this city. So With that, I make a motion that we approve as stated.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilman Ferguson to approve, second by Councilman Gilmore. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And we do appreciate, as Councilman Ferguson, we appreciate the efforts by Old Town Business Association and the CVB and look forward to hosting that event. Item 11 is discussion and consideration of appointments to various city boards, commissions, and committees. On June 30th, various terms of office of the city boards, commissions, and committees will expire. Those positions have been identified and current appointees notified. The board, commission, committee appointee process notebooks have been created for the city's council review. Recommendation of the council proceed with the appointment process to the various city boards and commission committees. Councilman Gilmore, we'll start with you, sir.
Hold on, this one's a long one. Like to motion to reappoint the following individuals to the following boards. Animal Services Advisory Committee, Denise Jeffrey, place number 2, and Laura Wise to place number 4. Arts Advisory Board, Al DeBerry, place number 1, Jean Carey, place number 6, and Ken Lannon, place number 8. CDBG Advisory Committee, Judy K. Ferguson, place number 4. Louisville Housing Finance Corporation, Steve Griffin, place number 2, and Hurl Scruggs, place number 5. Louisville Industrial Development Corporation, Steve Griffin, place number 3. Library Board, Karen Locke, place number 2. Erica Lowry, place number 4. And Janine Golden, place number 6. Old Town Design Review Committee, Amanda Ferguson, place number 2. And Daniel Longacre, place number 4. Park Board, Jeff Pelletier, place number 2. Angela Brescia, place number 4. Christy Devers, place number 6. And David Adkison, place number 8. Planning and Zoning Commission, Karen Bonaker, place number 1, Joel Brent Daniels, place number 3, Bill Price, place number 5, and James Davis, place number 4. Tiers number 1, Board of Directors, Scott Strange, place number 3. Tiers number 2, Board of Directors, Donald Huffines, place number 2, and Jeff Pelletier, place number 4. Zoning Board of Adjustment, Antonio Galizzi, place number 2, and Debbie Ingledew, place number 4. I-35 Corridor Plan Advisory Committee, Charles Emery, Bobby Mitchell, Matt McCormick, Michael Corman, Callie Browning, Amanda Ferguson, Steve Griffin, Alvin Turner, Jeff Pelletier, Donald Huffines, Robert DiBernardino, Leanne Lowry, Bill Davidson, and Mac Rogers. And for any names I butchered, I apologize.
And second.
Okay, whoever seconds that has to read all that again. Okay, we had a motion by Councilman Gilmore, a second by Councilman Ferguson. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Councilman Ferguson.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to appoint the following individuals to the following boards. Animal Services Advisory Committee, Jean Cool. Arts Advisory Board, Place 4, Patsy Rowe. CDBG Advisory Committee, Place 2, Eric Page. Place 4, Robert Paul. Louisville Housing Finance Corporation, Place 1, John Ling. Old Town Design Review Committee, Place 1, Robert Payne. TERS number 1, Tamla Bowie, TERS number 1, Place 1, Tamla Bowie, Place 5, Bill Peck. TERS number 2, Place 5, James Collier. And Zoning Board of Adjustments, alternate Place 2, Angela Engel.
We have a motion by Councilman Ferguson, a second by Councilman Gilmore. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. I certainly want to thank all the applicants that turned in applications. We certainly appreciate your offer to serve, and we appreciate your willingness to step forward in your community and be an intricate part of the community in the operation of our city here. And those who maybe did not get chosen, we encourage you to continue to seek to serve on the different boards and commissions. We do continually throughout the year have positions that do come open because of various reasons, from someone moving or someone's job preventing them from doing it or something like that. So there will be others being appointed throughout the year. But we do thank everybody for serving. I want to thank council for dividing up your teams, working together, and getting everyone interviewed. I certainly appreciate that. Okay, reports. Nika, Bob, got some big events coming forward to those fields this year, don't we, Bob? How did the fishing tournament go?
It went very well. I didn't get any details on what they caught or anything, but they were pleased.
Good. Good. Chief? Nothing? You seem a little reserved, I guess is a good word tonight. Melinda? Chief Crowe, you sure have a big grin on your face.
Well, yes, Mayor, I do. Just wanted to point out also to the council that we had a great turnout for Battle of the Badge. Lots of teams showed up this year, and I haven't seen final numbers, but I'm told it was a good financial success. Another strange thing occurred. We actually beat the fire department 13-3 in the first game. Run ruled them, as a matter of fact. And I just wanted to offer Chief Tittle a winning jersey in case he wants to wear that.
Thank you, Chief Crowe. Well, it's nice to be part of a winning team.
Yeah, strange for us, too. We certainly thank both y'all and all your team members that played and them coming out there and volunteering their time for not only a great cause, but for some great camaraderie out there and some good sport. And you could see the competitiveness, yet you could see the brotherhood and sisterhood among all of them that participated, and we appreciate that greatly. Tell them thank you very much. Carol? Can't top that. Nothing? Donna?
Tomorrow night, the Sounds of Louisville Music Series continues at the MCL Grand. It starts at 7 p.m. And tomorrow night, we have the Kildares. And at intermission, we will have our own pipe and drum group participating, performing for us. So that, again, is tomorrow night at 7 p.m. And then on the following Tuesday, June 26th, the Tejas Brothers will perform. And again, those concerts are free. We're having great turnouts, so we invite everyone to come out and join us.
And they'll be outdoors, weather permitting.
Absolutely. It's in the courtyard, weather permitting. If it rains, we will move indoors, so please come anyway.
Right. We're blessed to have a facility there that if we do have inclement weather, we're blessed to have a facility there that we can house that in. Brenda? Mr. Ferris?
Yes, sir. Got some exciting news. As you had mentioned earlier in one of the captions, our grand opening for the new Louisville Animal Shelter and Adoption Facility will be Saturday, June 30th. We'll start around 9 o'clock in the morning. We'll have presentations and some things like that around 9:30. So we're still working on the itinerary, but it'll be an all-day festival with a lot of things happening. Hopefully a high volume of traffic with some vendor booths, some food people there, and just a great day for such a great facility. Our Animal Services crew last Saturday on the 16th moved over 120 animals to the new shelter. They worked a 14-hour-plus day and did a marvelous job with the move. The facility as it stands, we took possession last week, is a great facility. It's getting a lot of calls already. We had, in fact, 3 or 4 adoptions today, including an American Staffinger Bulldog named Buster. So a lot of exciting things going on out there, and I couldn't have been more proud of the entire city staff, including all departments, because they all had a hand in this, as well as the different boards and committees, and again, as well as the city council. This is a good thing, a positive thing, and it's really a dream come true. So thank you for that, and we're looking forward to a great day on the 30th.
Thank you. Thank all your staff for all that they've done. I know it's been a chore that has been, I guess you'd say, a labor of love, because I know y'all all really do care for those animals and stuff out there, but I know it's been a very tedious job, too, and we appreciate all the hard work.
One last thing, people are getting on the internet and Googling us, but it's sending people down. We are not located by Home Depot or Lowe's on Valley Ridge. We are at 995 East Valley Ridge Boulevard at the north end of Railroad Park, Toyota Railroad Park.
Great. Thank you, sir. Mr. Backus? Councilman Durham?
Nothing, Mayor.
Councilman Guarina?
Nothing.
Councilman Gilmore?
I don't know about y'all, but I have 3 kids, and I need to find things for them to do during the summer. So I've been spending quite a bit of time at the library, which I adore. They have a wonderful program coming through the month of July. We are lucky to get it. There's a traveling exhibit called Lincoln, the Constitution, and the Civil War. Some great exhibits and great information. By the way, Lincoln is the most written about president. So you'll find a lot of great information. So get your kids involved, get them to go learn about Lincoln and one of the most challenging parts of our history.
Mr. King?
We did have another event at Railroad Park this weekend on Sunday morning, the NTTA Toll Tag Triathlon. Too many T's in there. was held. I don't know if Donna wants to give you the details on it because she helped to organize it.
I think Councilman Ferguson has some details he's going to
Okay.
share with us.
He wasn't racing, so can't be that. He was one of the many standby observers.
Let's take a quick poll. All of those here tonight that were in the triathlon, please raise your hand.
In or
Oh,
at.
Councilman Ferguson wasn't alone.
No, he wasn't alone. There were a lot of wise people standing with him,
Somebody had to
myself
back up.
included.
Anything else?
Somebody had to watch.
Councilman Ferguson, go ahead and give us the details.
Well, this was an event Sunday that my daughter and I both showed up at, I think, 5:20 in the morning for what turned out to actually be a very exciting day. We had 138 people register for the triathlon, 127 participated. Somebody managed to complete all events in 55 minutes, and I've forgotten how many seconds, but I don't know how they did it. There are so many people that need to be acknowledged on this deal. Bob Monahan's department, I know, worked very closely with the Kiwanis in doing the planning. Community relations was very involved. Jennifer Galante was assisting in the planning. James did the announcing. Let's see, there was a special events committee made up of departments, including police. These departments, including others, in police and fire, community development. They were involved in the planning. Melinda was there helping out, and so was Jerry. He was the official photographer on behalf of the Kiwanis. Chris Lee in our IT department was there. His wife, Andy Lee, who was very pretty, was there helping out. Also, Andy's a Kiwanis member. And, of course, Donna and Steve, who was having way too much trouble driving around in that little vehicle. But I had fun driving around in it, too. And I know I'm missing folks, fire and police. I'm going to leave somebody out here. That's the problem with starting to name names. Oh, Carol. Carol, how could I forget you? I saw you all day long. Carol was there. Carol got the lake the swimming lake all cleaned up for him, and I know you did a lot of other things. You were busy all day long, so yeah, how could I leave you out? I probably saw you more than anybody else. Sponsors with NTTA sponsored for $5,000, Proto Record for record service for $2,700. Bicycle Plus for $1,000, Texas New Mexico Power for $300, LPL Services for $600, Market Street for $65, and Sprouts for $30. I think it was a fantastic success. Drew a lot of people from outside Louisville. They seemed to really enjoy themselves. One of the overwhelming comments that you kept hearing was, "I didn't know this park was here. This is fabulous." And that's really important because when people come and discover something in Louisville, they're apt to come back. They're apt to tell their neighbors. Of course, we're the ones that benefit from something like that. So, huge event. We definitely want to see this come back next year. I would call it a roaring success, and just everybody, I think, had a great time, even those that were out there working hard. And I'll tell you, they were working very hard. I was just pretty much watching. I got to give out awards. That was my big effort of the day. So, my compliments to everybody involved, and it was a great day.
And just for curiosity's sake, and maybe for planning purposes next year, what was the final time, the last place finish, so I can determine whether or not I'm participating?
I'd have to check on that, Mr. King, but I will do that for you and get that to you
Yeah,
in the morning.
I need a target. that I can
It
hit.
took longer than 54 minutes, I
Yeah,
would
I'm
think.
assuming it did.
Councilman Vaughn.
No, sir, nothing. Yes, there is something, Mayor. I'd like to remind everybody that Dump the Pump begins tomorrow, and all three transportation authorities in this area, the T, DCTA, and DART, have all made some type of program where I don't know the process, but you can get out of your car and ride from Dallas all the way to, I think it's Denton, all week from tomorrow to the 23rd. So you might want to look into that. It's for free. I think it's for free.
Thank you. Counselor? Julie? Also, we certainly appreciate your service and being here tonight, sir. Appreciate all that you do. Thank you. And I want to give a special congratulations and thank you to all of our team members here at the Louisville staff that graduated their Leadership Series program. And I want to congratulate the past graduates also and the instructors I understand that's one of the reasons the program is so successful over the years. It's a 3-year commitment these team members make to go through this program, and that's one of the reasons. Reason it's so successful is because we have so many team members that have gone through it in the past and are willing to step forward and do some of the instructional part of it also. So it's kind of keeps it in the family, so to speak, and makes everyone, brings everyone a little closer together, very much a team building effort. So we want to thank all of you that were involved in that and congratulate everyone for doing that. And with that, in accordance to Texas Government Code, Subchapter D, Section 551.072, Property Acquisition, and Section 551.087, Deliberation regarding economic development negotiations, we will now convene into closed session. We'll convene back in regular session. Is there any action to be taken, council?
Motion to adjourn.
Have a motion to adjourn by Councilman Ferguson.
Second.
Second by Councilman Durham. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
We're going to have a second there.